Kilo 6, Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike 06. Alpha 6 Sugar, Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra.
I think he's going to be gone all week.
Oh, well then he won't be around to work Ralph then. I can hear Ralph. He's pointed south at the moment, so I'm waiting for him to swing around. He's not very strong off the backside, but yeah, I should be able to check in with him tonight from the hill.
Yeah, okay, good deal.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Health, 971.
Good evening to you, Dave, 971. K6 VBG, how are you?
I'm doing good, Mike. And good evening to you also. Yeah, I'm just kind of sitting here reading all day today. Kind of interesting.
I'm sorry, what did you say you did all day?
Sitting here doing some reading.
Caught up on some reading.
Yeah, reading on astronomy stuff. And telescopes, mounts, and stuff like that.
Astronomy, did you say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So when are the planets going to align?
I don't know. Sometime this summer, I think.
Well, they do it every now and then. Anyway, good evening to you. I'm pointed over at 120 degrees, by the way, Aaron, because I'm getting ready for W6QUI.
Yeah, that's what I figured you were doing. You're gonna try to work the bounce path. It still throws me off, and then I go, oh right, he's bouncing off the mountains. But yeah, K6US and officially 1079 and 1100.
Yeah, well, I've already got you checked in, so I'm ahead of you.
That's what I figured.
Okay. Okay, well, we're getting close to the opening of the net. We should have WA6AAJ in there to make up for our loss of Bill, AA6S. WA6AAJ, KM6 Sugar Radio, N6BYH, hopefully. KC5DTU. The other one we could use in here would be KJ6TYO. Are you in here, Ron?
Well, Ron switched over to like a night schedule. Well, kind of he's starting at like noon, and then sometimes not getting off until 10 o'clock at night. So we might not hear from him until he retires, which hopefully should be in the next year. K6US.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Well, I don't know what days he works and what days he doesn't work. He doesn't work every day, but probably does work Tuesdays. Like that's too bad. We need him. QRZ Bozo Net K6MYC listing for any check-ins. QRZ Bozo Net, beaming south, beaming at 120 degrees, looking for a Tascadero, but taking anybody that's copying. This is K6MYC, Central California. QRZ, over. anybody in here that can work Ron over there and get him tuned up to listen for the puny signal that I'm going to give him. W6QUI, K6MYC, Ron?
KM6SRI.
I was just thinking of you. Good evening, Rob. And you might want to turn down toward W6QUI and see if we can get him in here. I'm pointed over at 120 degrees for his bounce path, so. But somebody's got to work him first to alert him there. Aaron is here. He's down the band working Ralph from DMO5 tonight.
Yeah, Mike, I have an emergency. I've got to go, so I'm not going to be able to stay on the net. The wife is down in Fresno and real dizzy, can't drive, so I got to go down and get her. KM6SR, we'll be clear.
Yeah, what's going on with your wife? She can't drive?
She's very dizzy and feels sick to her stomach, and so she doesn't want to drive. I got to go.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, go ahead. We got you checked in anyway. 7-3, good luck. She gets over that quickly. Okay, I'm looking for WA6AAJ. Mike, are you in here tonight? WA6AAJ or N6B1H? Anybody that can point toward Atascadero? I need them on the band here. Also looking for KC5DTU, N6BYH, AJ6TYO, KE6VON. I don't think has this band, but we'll call him.
Yeah, he doesn't have this band.
I didn't think so. Well, I'm not getting a lot of helpers here tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty quiet. And I'm going to drop out here in a couple minutes to try to work Ralph, and Rob disappeared, and it's just going to be you. K6US.
Yeah, and I've already got me checked in. How about that? BA6AAJ and 6BYH, KC5DTU. Anybody around? I don't want to swing all the way over to the Bay Area and then have to come back. W6QUI, W6QUI, W6QUI. W6QUI, W6QUI, Atascadero. I'm beaming at about 120, K6MYC. W6QUI, W6QUI, K6MYC, calling and standing by, looking at 120 degrees. have a nice quiet band, and nobody's home. I think everybody's cheering about the good news of all the primaries, results from all the primaries around Virginia. No, it wasn't Virginia, it was Kentucky and Indiana, I think, and I'm not sure if Texas is one of those yet, but we've got good news. Georgia, I believe. Anyway, everybody's looking pretty good here. Anyway, W6QUI or anybody else for the Bozo Net, K6MYC. WA6AAJ. KC5DTU. KJ6TYO. Well, you're still up here, Dave. Are you still in your shack, or are you back to your reading the astronomy pictures there, over?
Oh, I'm sitting right in front of my laptop reading and listening to you.
Okay.
I'm watching the baseball game in the background.
Oh, okay. Who's playing?
Oh, Dodgers and San Diego.
It was a barn burner the other night. What was it? Each team scored 10 runs, and then finally somebody won it.
Huh. Yeah, this one is actually the Padres are up to 4, and Dodgers have 2 right now.
Okay. Where's that Bozo Net? Looking to the west, east. I'm looking east for W6QUI, a Tascadero, but I need somebody big, strong signal in the Fresno area to call W6QUI. WA6AAJ, Mike, where are you? Here we're trying to have big nights on 1296 and nobody's in here.
BYH 195 or two, but I have no power.
Oh, you sure don't. Yeah, you're pretty weak, Mike. N6BYH, good evening. What's wrong with your power?
Yeah, it's only 10 watt rig, and I'm pointed south right now.
Okay, well, maybe you can give a call to, don't point south, point over toward a Tascadero and see if you can get Ron to hear you over there.
Okay, W6QUI, W6QUI, 61 inch horizontal.
727.
Oh, that's the man we're looking for. Good evening, Mike. We need you to point over toward the Tascadero and give a couple of calls to Ron and tell him I'm pointed at 120 degrees waiting for him, over.
Okay, let me swing it over there. W6QUI, W6QUI, WA6AAJ, over. Good evening, Ron. Mike, K6MYC wants to see if he can hear you. He's pointed at 120, I think he said, for a bounce. Over.
Roger. Mike, you copy me?
I'll copy you, Mike, but I don't hear anything from Ron, not a peep.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. He wants you to give him about a 15-second call so he can do a sweep on you. Over.
Okay, very good. I'll do that. W6QUI. W6QUI, W6 Queen Uniform Italy, and the Tascadero, W6QUI, W6QUI, W6 Queen Uniform Italy, in a Tascadero, K6MYC, kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, beaming toward 120 degrees. I swept back and forth here about 10 degrees, but I never heard you. W6QUI, 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 K6MYC, Kilo 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, and the Bozo Net calling and standing by.
Over, Ron.
Roger, 5 and 1, 5 and 1, 5 and 1. You're Q5, Ron, good to hear you. Thanks very much for finding the peak there. I haven't tried to adjust on you either. I think I'm pretty close, so. But we are copying you Q5. Not real strong, but Q5. W6QUI in the group, K6MYC. Over.
Okay, I got that. This is topic Q5, yeah. Well, you're S1, and it might be about a Q3 maybe that I have copied you. So, yeah, very weak tonight. I have heard you stronger. But apparently we've had a lot of solar flares recently. Boy, the HS bands are really messed up. Okay, well, I think we made it here. So, check me in. W6QUI, Bozo 1055. Over.
Roger, W6QUI. I found a little better spot. It's got warble on it, but it's a little stronger. This might be better for you. Anyway, very good to hear you, Ron. Thanks for being there. Thanks for checking in. Good to hear you. I'll turn it back to Mike. We're missing some people here. Rob is on the way to town to Fresno to get his wife. She's unable to drive. She's got a dizzy spell, so he's got to run into town quickly. That's what's going on, Mike. And Aaron is up at he's down on the other frequency calling Ralph there. You might want to go down and join him now that you're finished with QUI, Mike. WA6AAJ in the group, K6MYC. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, roger that. W6QUI, K6MYC, WA6AAJ. Well, I must say that was the easiest one so far to get you guys connected, and that's good. That's less work. Let me go down and see if I can get a hearing on Ralph, and I'll report back. W6QUI, W6MYC, W86AJ, QSY.
Roger, 7-3 for now. We'll see you in a few minutes. K6MYC. I may be pointed over toward the Bay Area.
K6US.
Okay, K6US. Did you work, Ralph?
Yes, I did. And so I got checked in with him, and then I got the antenna swung around towards your direction. I wanted to see if I could work you from DMO5.
Oh yeah, are you on DMO5 right now? Yeah, you're quite loud. Go ahead.
No, I'm not hearing you down there because I think you're pointed at the mountains. So you might need to point down towards the Tehachapi, and then we'll see if I can hear you down there. But we're just testing out the antenna that that John replaced last week after the net.
Okay. I think I'm pointed toward Tehachapi now, so you might take a listen there. K6 Uniform Sugar, K6US and DMO5, K6MYC, over, over.
Yeah, there you are. Yeah, there you are. Kilo 6 uniform.
Yeah, we got you. You're quite weak. You're weaker than Ron. I don't know why it's so weak, but maybe you can peek on me. Let me give you a little chatter. K6 uniform sugar. I'll give you some chatter, some chatter, some chatter. I have, full power on here, 600, so you should have plenty of signal on me if you're only running 10 watts there. W6, K6MYC, looking for K6US. Kilo 6 uniform sugar and DMO5, over, over.
Yeah, that's a tough path for 10 watts. And you are fading up and down too, but I could hear you down there. K6US Delta Mike 06.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I heard you. It's very weak, though. I don't know why you're so weak down there. You should be much stronger than that.
Yeah, and I'm trying to move the rotor around a little bit. There's a little bit of a lag between when I send a command to the rotor and then I got to wait for it to report back what it's doing. So yeah, I can kind of muck with it. But yeah, you should be somewhere between 30 and like 350, somewhere in there.
Yeah, well, I went back and forth here from 120 to 160 on you to see if I could find a peak, and by that time, of course, you came back here. But I pointed at 150 now. We did get Ron. I think he's gone by now, so I'm going to spin up toward the Bay Area and see if we can start picking those guys up, okay?
Yep, roger. K6US, Delta Mike 06.
You can check in number 3.
Okay, I got number 3. I hear you now again, Aaron. Go again, Aaron. And if you want to listen, Mike, Aaron's in transmitting from DMO5 there to Tehachapi. You should hear him like a ton of bricks there. WA6AAJ with K6US to take it, operating from DMO5, K6MYC.
Yep, roger, Mike. A little bit, and Mike, WA6AAJ, K6US,
K6US, WA6AAJ. I was just talking to Ralph, and I started swinging it around. I should have stayed where I was at. K6US, I'm almost getting towards you. K6US, WA6AAJ, over.
Yep, I can hear you. I can walk around, and yeah, I checked in with Ralph as well. So I thought good. So that's
Okay, this is about the best I can do. Is you're about at S8 in Delta Mike 06.
You're hearing me better than I'm hearing you.
I'm pointed due south. I tried to peek on you.
Well, you probably need to come east of due south.
Okay, I've got to turn it all the way around. That's my stop. Like I said, I should have stayed pointed at Ralph, but I didn't know you were going to be on. I didn't hear you when I was talking to Ralph.
I wouldn't worry about it, Mike. He's got you. That's the main thing, unless you really want to play with the peak. While you're doing that, I'm going to go to the Bay Area.
That's fine.
Roger. Feel free to swing around.
Did you get that, Mike?
Yeah, I'm pointed opposite right now. Tell him to give me a few seconds.
Yeah, he's going to come around. He's going to point at you, Aaron, so stay there a second. Stay there. He's coming all the way around. He has a south stop on the rotor, so he couldn't go any further. So he's got to go all the way around through north and come to you that way. So stand by, Aaron. K6 Uniform Sugar DMO5, WA6AAJ to take it, K6MYC.
K6US, WA6AAJ, over.
Oh my goodness, we're coming like a ton of bricks. Okay, it doesn't pass work. WA6AAJ, K6US, Delta Mike 05.
Yeah, you're the same beam heading basically within about 3 degrees for Ralph. I didn't know you were coming out of the Delta Mike 05 tonight, so I just would have stayed there, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I checked in with Ralph when he was pointed in a different direction, but I was able to work him as if, I have the ability to be closer to him and beat at 7,000 feet. With the 10 watts, I was able to work him. So that's the first time I've ever worked Ralph. It's like you look at my home, but hey, at least it put me on the work.
Yeah, what kind of signal he give you?
At one point he was coming up to about S8, so it wasn't terrible. I probably should have stuck around until he was actually coming north. But anyway, I'll let Mike get back to the area. US Delta Mike 05.
Roger, WA6AAJ, back to Mikey.
Okay, and pretty good signal right now. I got a better spot on you, I think, Aaron. You're very Q5 now, and not bodacious by any means, not what I would expect, but pretty good, I guess, for 10 watts. I still don't think you're hearing or transmitting right, so maybe the antenna still isn't right that John picked up there. Anyway, I'm going into the Bay Area now. Here we go.
Yeah, there's an amplifier up there. I think that's the way to turn it on, but
Okay.
711, K6MI.
Oh, John, K6MI, K6MYC. We have your 711, and go ahead and work your station there.
Amazing. I heard DMO 5. I hear Mike. Just listening in, K6MI.
And over, John, K6MI, US from Delta Mike 05.
Oh, my goodness. You're very strong, too. And I can barely hear Mike first. That's because I've got used to the back of the beam.
Yep, Roger. And I was able to use the local Ralph down in California. So, K6US.
K6MI.
And K6US back on DMO6.
Yes, you are. I'm rotating toward the Bay Area, 220, 230. Should be up into the Bay Area there. KD6SOK, KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo, or WB6JNN, KB6BA, KB6BA, WB6JNN, KD6SOK, W6PQL. Anybody in the Bay Area? Over.
WB6JNS Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar.
Okay, I got two of you. Good evening, Paul, and good evening, Jim. WB6JNN 285. Let me get you written down here. 285 and 637. Pretty good signal, Paul, but I'll hold you a second and I'll move once I finish up with Jim there. WB6JNN, take one, and maybe we can find Fred in here, K6MYC. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, okay. Well, good evening, and you're doing fine. About five or six. Actually, but it doesn't still push the. I'm not sure if I have that out there tuned up as high as it can go, so I might want to go out there and tweak on the gain on that thing. Anyway, but you're doing fine. Definitely well out of the noise. So that's the real point. WB6JNN.
Yeah, well, this seems to be the peak. I've got you at 284, 285, right where you should be. So this seems to be the peak, and the pattern is very sharp tonight. You fall off on either side of this direction here. Very good, Jim. Thank you for coming up. And yeah, if you want to go outside, I'll leave the antenna here for a little bit. So I'll be making noise here for a little bit. If you want to go outside and tweak, I'll be pointed your way for a little bit yet. So go ahead and do that, and I'll be making noise here. Let me see if I can hear KD6 Sugar Oscar Kilo. How about you, Fred? I don't hear Fred. KB6BA. How about you, Oliver?
Yeah, good evening, Mike and Jim. Here's KB6BA. Kilo Bravo 6 Bravo Alpha. Trying to stay cool, running lots of fans here. Just working at home today. K6MIC, KB6BA.
Yeah, very good. Nice signal, very strong. Must be very close to perfect for you here. Very good. Well, I haven't heard Fred, which is unusual. Fred's usually the first one in here. So maybe you can give him a call. Maybe he's still working or something tonight. KB6BA at 5 and 9, K6MYC.
Yeah, well, listening for Fred, KD6SOK. And so, did a hike on Monday, very, very windy. Actually, we had to cut short one of the hikes to the top of one of the peaks because of the wind up there. It's a very unusual situation, so I guess there's some fire concern around here. At the moment, it's about 76 degrees. Listening for anybody else for Bozo Net, KB6BA.
Hey, Oliver, good evening. 86 SOK here. I just turned on the radio and I heard you talking.
Yeah, go ahead, Fred. Take one.
Okay, is Mike online?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
Okay, hang on for a sec. Let me, I need to turn on my preamp.
Okay, well, I'm copying you fine, Fred. You're not real strong, but you're readable. KD6SOK 507. We've got you. Go ahead.
Understand. So, anyway, yeah, it was a pretty, Oliver was saying 76 degrees about right now, but boy, it sure warmed up today. It got pretty hot. Hot enough where I wouldn't want to be hiking around. And tomorrow's supposed to be about the same. So it's pretty hot. And at least it's not as windy as it was a couple days ago, which was unbelievable, all the wind.
Well, it's supposed to stay warm for the next couple of days here. I think we should have gotten to 90. I don't know if it quite got to 90. It doesn't feel like 90 here, but supposedly in the Fresno area at least it was supposed to hit 90 at the peak. Anyway, you're doing fine. I've wiggled back and forth on you, but this is about all I can get out of you. Anyway, good deal. Thanks for coming up and checking in. We're getting a few check-ins tonight. We're missing a lot of people in the southern area tonight. A lot of the guys haven't checked in from the Fresno area yet. So I'm a little light on check-ins. I sat here for the first 10 minutes and couldn't work anybody. So it started out very light, but it's good to hear you guys up there. Back to you, Fred, and then you can turn it back to Oliver, and then we'll take a standby. I've got Jim, WB6JNN in here already, and we have Paul standing by, but I'm going to have to turn the antenna to get a peek on Paul there. KD6SOK, hot and dry and windy. K6MYC, hot.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Mike. Yeah, and your signal's really steady tonight, so it's not fading in and out. Like I noticed on 222, it was just going up and down and up and down. The band was just fading in and out, but this is rock solid, so good signal tonight, Mike. Alrighty, I'll turn it over to Oliver. Go ahead, Oliver. KB6S, okay, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Fred. Well, it's nice having a nice quiet band. 2 meters had a lot of electrical noise on Sunday. So 1296 is pretty good value for the low noise operations. And that's about all I have. KB6PA.
Okay, well, we're looking for, you could give him a call, NT6S, Tom, in downtown Campbell, San Jose area. NT6S, KT2G over there in Los Altos Hills. W6 or K6KLY. He said he probably wouldn't be here tonight, but we'll call him anyway. And W6PQL. So who of those stations are in here? K6MYC standing by for the Bay Area. Go ahead.
Anybody else in the Bay Area for the Bozo Net, KB6PA?
We're also missing Mike, KB6, Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775. So there's at least 5 stations that we could have if everybody checked in. But I'm hearing crickets.
Yeah, nothing heard.
Okay. Well, let me go a little bit further from you, and I'll see if I can get Paul. Paul, make a transmission, and I'll try to peek on you. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. K6MYC in the group. This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar. Into the Bay here, the Kelowna Prieta area. And 4x1 on the last transmission, so hopefully you can tweak your antenna to get a stronger signal from me. Let's see how you're doing there. Back to you, Mike. K6WIS, standing by for Mike.
And when I got a little bit out of you, but not much, it's you're coming out pretty close to the direct path right out of the Bay Area. Does not seem to be coming from Diablo tonight. It's coming off of Hamilton or something there. Anyway, is it just you tonight, or do you have the other guys in Clear Lake? Over, Paul?
Just myself, Mike. No other chickens, just me. Over.
Roger, roger. Okay. We'll look for you in a few minutes on the direct path. We'll see what happens on the direct path, and hopefully we'll hear you, and we'll also hear KR6MR almost at the same heading on the direct path there. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for standing by while I got the other guys in the Bay Area here. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, Placerville on the bounce, K6MYC.
Okay, thanks, Mike, for checking me in. Nothing else to add here. 73 for trial on the direct path net. K6WIS is clear.
Yeah, look for you in a few minutes on the direct path, hopefully. 7-3 for now. QRZ Bay Area, we are missing a lot of people. K6MYC. Oliver, you want to give a quick call to November Tango 6 Sugar, see if Tom is there.
NT6S, or anybody else around for the Bozo Net, KB6PA.
Yeah, he's kind of on a weird schedule. They got him back on chemo or something up at Stanford, so he's probably number one not feeling real well, and he's also probably staying late. He may still be on the road. Okay, I wonder where W6PQL is tonight. Where are you, Jim? W6 Papa Queen London or KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC, over, over. Yeah, bummer. Okay, well, I'll come back to the Bay Area If you do run across anybody, Oliver, tell them I'll be back at the end of the net coming back from Nevada on looking for late checks and missed. Over.
Okay, we'll keep it open.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening for now. KB6BA in the group, K6MYC going on up to N6RO. Well, this should be getting close. N6RO and 6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. High temperature 89, didn't quite hit 90, which is the threshold for using my one of my air conditioners. But I'm tolerating 84 in the house, and it's getting dark, so I won't need the air. Dinner was Okida scallops and South American red shrimp. So fishy again, and nothing else new to report in 6RO.
Okay, well, you're sounding really good. Good audio tonight. Not raspy like sometimes on some of the bands. It's very nice and clear and good, strong signal. I didn't even try peeking on you because I don't need to do that. You might stay on frequency and help me in case I'm having trouble with Mario. Mario should be here. KO6IQR in Turlock there, and perhaps I don't think there's anybody else down there now that has 1296. Anyway, good evening to you, Ken. Thanks for calling and thanks for being there. And we're got about halfway to 30. It's very, very light tonight. We're missing a lot of people. So I'm disappointed in the performance, or not the performance, because we got a good night for propagation. But I still got a ways to go. We should get up into the 20s anyway. Thanks, Ken. N6RO with a pause for KO6IQR. Mario, if you're there, go ahead. K6MYC. I don't hear him.
Yeah, I rarely hear Mario because he's usually pointed at you. Once in a while I can hear him off the back of his antenna. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow on 2 meters, and good night for now. You're loud and clear, by the way, in 6RO.
Yeah, you're very nice. We got very nice, solid conditions here. Not bodaciously strong, but certainly readable, and everybody that I've talked to so far. I even worked Tascadero here on the bounce path. I pointed over to 120 degrees. My normal heading for a Tascadero is 210. So when I point at 120, I'm actually 90 degrees off exactly, and we had a nice Q5 QSO with Ron over there in Charlie Mike 95, so that was good. We also worked DMO5. Not Rob, but Aaron. Aaron's down in DMO5, and he was calling you. You might stay on frequency for a second. And let me just see if Aaron's copying you here on 1296. They've got a station there in Tehachapi working. It only has about 10 watts, but I did copy it here pretty nicely. And at least we can find out if he's hearing you. They do have an amp on, but he doesn't have it on at the moment. He's just running 10 watts. So let's see. Make a transmission to K6 Uniform Sugar, Ken, and we'll see if he's copying you in the test in TMO5. Over.
Yeah. Okay. K6 US, K6 Uniform Sierra from N6RO in Oakley.
What did you say, Rob? I mean, Aaron.
I already shut down the remote, so I'm not listening over there at the moment. K6US.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought you were going to stay on the remote for a while. Okay, he shut down the remote for tonight, Ken, but he will have it on subsequent Tuesday nights here, and probably next time they get on, they'll have the amplifier running. He can rotate the antenna. He can turn the beacon on and off and do other things and jump from band to band, but he doesn't have the amplifier fired up yet. So that's the story, but it should be a good contact for you once they get everything running. And both John, K6MI, and K6US can operate it from the remote. They're both operating without having to go to the hill, which is handy for when it's wintertime up there. Thanks, Ken. N6RO in a group, K6MYC.
Okay, all news on DMO5. We'll see you tomorrow night from Charlie Mike 97, DX, N6RO.
Have a tree, Ken.
Bye.
Anybody else up this way? K6MYC listening for KO6IQR. I don't hear him. Anybody else anywhere? K6MYC Bozo Net, over, before I go to Sacramento. How about Clear Lake? Who knows? I might even get Clear Lake one of these days. Let me go up to Clear Lake heading here. Clear Lake. N1 PPP, N1 Papa, K6MYC Bozo Net, over. Okay, let's try this. Let's try Sacramento. How about KJ6KFB? KJ6KFB, KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, Sacramento, over, Darren. Let me try again. Go a little further up there. KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB. K6MYC Bozo Net. Over. Okay, nothing heard. I'll go on up to KR6MR then. KR6MR, we ought to hear something here. KR6MR, K6MYC, over. Okay, I hear you. You didn't give me long enough time to peek on you here, but I got you. So give me a longer transmission, John, and see if I can find a good spot for you. You're almost Q5. KR6MR, K6MYC, calling and standing by. Just found you at the end there. I heard the over. Just got you for over, but we got you checked in anyway. Let's take a standby and see if I can hear Paul here. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. Any copy here, Paul? K6MYC, over. Okay, I just got up. I just got to you for the over. I had to move the antenna a little bit there. Try it again, and I'll get a peek on you this next time, pal. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, K6MYC, over. spotty. I'm getting bits and pieces, bits and pieces, bits and pieces. You're probably having the same problem with me. I hear a few words and then you fade out, and I hear a few more words and you fade out. I can't get a very defined peak, but this should be close. Anyway, thanks for trying us on the direct path. It was more solid copy, of course, on the bounce path there. 73, Paul, 73, K6 Whiskey India Sugar. Thanks a lot for the bounce, for the direct path check. K6 MYC, 73, Paul. And back over to you, John. Let's see if I can find you in there again. Okay, forgot about you, Dave. WA6LOL. You're not strong, but you're Q4. Q4 to 5. WA6LOL 856. K6MYC. Over.
Yeah, I got the POAX in the mail. So I think tomorrow or the next day I'll be riding the race. And I should be, I'm in 150 direct path to you. So that'll be like 330 back this direction anyway. So, yeah, we're good.
Very good. It's about Q4. It's about Q4. That's the best I can get. I'm missing a few words because of the QSB. Q4, Dave, and I heard the LMR 600 mentioned. So hopefully you'll be improving the station as time goes on there. But good contact, and thanks very much. I'm glad you called me. I'd forgotten you're there. I'm so used to not hearing anybody else except John up there. And sometimes, Paul, I just forgot about you. But I won't forget now that you're coming in here consistently. Thanks very much, and good to hear you. We'll look for you tomorrow. Look for you tomorrow, of course, on 2 meters. WA6LOL 856, I think, K6MYC. You might say your a Bozo number a couple of times. Over.
Sounds good.
Okay, well, we'll be looking forward to you being louder. Okay, thanks, Dave. Thanks very much for the contact here. WA6LOL 856, K6MYC 73 now. Let's see if there's anybody else in there. KE6ILX, are you in here by chance, Jeff? KE6ILX, K6MYC, over. Okay, nothing from KE6ILX, and I did not hear Darren. I don't think Darren's in there. I didn't hear a peep out of him tonight. I'll try Darren one more time on the way back from Nevada. So here we go up to, we're going to Nevada now. Going to Nevada. Here we go. Okay. KE7UQL. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London. KE7UQL, K6MYC, calling and listening. Okay, I got your 272. Thank you, Daniel. Pretty good signal. I will probably peak on you. I can probably get a peek on your next transmission there. But thanks for 272 in Nevada. KE7UQL, K6MYC standing by, over.
Signal coming in from your direction.
I think we might have doubled a little bit. I might have faded out on you. I only got 3 words, something about the direction. Try it again, Daniel. Try it again. Try another transmission, and I'll see if I can peek on you. KE7UQL, K6MYC, standing by, over. I'm not hearing anything now, so maybe you faded. Maybe we lost the path here. Anyway, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, 73s, 73, Daniel. And I don't hear any CW. I'm looking for KD6BQ, 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 KD6BQ. You should be in here somewhere. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Over. I'll keep calling. KD6BQ, KD6BQ, KD6BQ. We should hear you somewhere in there, waiting for some CW to appear, but it's probably you got to wait for the fades. KD6BQ, K6MYC, KD6BQ, Delta Mike 09, K6MYC, Delta Mike 07. Over. I think I'm hearing CW in there. I'm going to keep going for another couple minutes here. We got a little time. KD6BQ, KD6BQ. I'll keep calling for another minute or two. KD6BQ, K6MYC, KD6BQ, K6MYC. Over. Aaron, if you hear any trace of CW, let me know. I may miss it.
Okay, roger.
I so far haven't heard that little peep come in. Should come through. He's been in here before. It was nice to get Dave to LOL in there. KD6BQ, KD6BQ, K6MYC. Over. I wish I had enough signal from Daniel to know whether Richard is there tonight or not.
Yeah, you might be, you might just be shouting into the void.
Daniel, have you got any copy on me there? KE7UQL, K6MYC. Is Richard there tonight? Over? I got Roger Rogers. Okay, so he's there, but we're just not hearing him. Tell him I got him checked in. Tell him I got him checked in. Tell him he's checked in, Daniel. Thank you very much, Daniel. KE7UQL and back to KD6BQ, K6MYC. Over. Okay, we'll put 249 in there. I couldn't be sure I heard him. I thought I heard a little CW at once, but very marginal. But Daniel's got him checked in, so that's the main thing. 73s, guys, I'll stand by one more time. KD6BQ and KE7UQL. 73 from Bozo Net. K6MYC. 73, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I surprised Ralph earlier. He wasn't expecting to hear anybody from DMO5.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm going back here, make a couple of more calls. KD6, KJ6, KFB. KJ6, KFB, KJ6, KFB. Long call, Darren, a long call. KJ6, KFB, K6MYC, over. Call KJ6 KFB, KJ6 KFB, K6MYC calling and standing by, Darren. Yep, getting nothing there. Okay, let me go back and see if I'll give one more call to KO6IQR. KO6IQR, KO6IQR, Turlock, K6MYC, over. You know, he's probably still at work. KO6IQR, KO6IQR, K6MYC, over. Okay, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KB6 WFC or W6PQL. Late checks are missed. K6MYC, Bay Area.
Nothing heard here. Anyone else for the Bozo Net? Use KB6BA.
Okay, I wonder what's going on with Jim. Jim's hardly ever missing here, W6PQL. I wonder if he's okay.
Does he still do his trips to the Azores, or that's probably later in the summer, right?
Yeah, no, he should be home. He didn't get any indication. Yeah, that's later August, September stuff, though. He's home, I'm sure. But he normally checks in, and of course he's also looks for W6QIW down there in Santa Barbara, so sometimes he comes back with 52 on CW. But I haven't heard him tonight.
Okay, well, guess we gave it an effort, KB6BA.
Yeah, we did. We got about 20-something, and not much over 20, though. Missing a lot of people here. KB6 WFC, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Mike, I wonder if you're in there tonight. KB6 WFC, K6MYC, calling and listening. one more time. I was a little bit south of where I should have been for him. KB6WFC, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, W6 Papa Queen London, or anybody that's copying. Late checks are missed. 6MYC, K6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net, Bay Area, please, over. Okay, nothing heard. I guess that's the end of it, Russ. Aaron.
Yeah, and you'll have to see if you can somehow send the list to Rob, because I wasn't paying attention enough to write everybody down.
Yeah, I can have Matt send it over there. We're missing Mike, W6 Papa Echo. Mike, are you in here tonight? Pretty late for him. Normally he checks in early. Yeah, boy, we sure missed a lot of easy ones tonight. We could have easily had another 10 or 12.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, pretty slow night.
K6 VBG, yeah, you're pretty weak in this direction. Boy, oh boy. Okay, let me come up a little bit more on you there. As long as I can do that, let me go this way. This should be helping. I'll come up right on you. There's 320. 330. That should be better, Dave, over.
Hi, Roger. It's a lot better. You're about 5 over.
And I'm not pointed at you yet, but no, that's good. Everything's working here, and you're loud now, so it makes a big difference to be pointed at you there. You're just running 10 watts, aren't you?
Hi, Roger.
Yeah, that's good signal. We ought to have get a few more on from the. We could even get Frank in here, so that's he can get on 1296 if he turns everything on up there. But he's still fighting getting his station back together. He got a little air conditioning in it for the building, though, so he's going to be on more frequently through the summer now that he's got air conditioning in the shack.
Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't heard from Frank in quite a while.
Well, he's just been busy, and he's had some illness. He cut his toe real bad with a chainsaw, and then he went and wrecked his knee, and then he hurt his back, and then he got flu. And then he's had car problems. Finally getting past all that stuff. He and I were in town the better part of the morning here. So he's doing okay. He just hasn't had any time to do ham radio.
Wow. Well, okay. The next time you talk to him, tell him I said hi.
Well, I'll do that. Yeah, we had to make a run into town this morning. All the other problems he's had with car problems, he finally got the cars all sorted out in the truck. He's got a new truck. He's got a 2004 truck. You heard me talking about it the other night. You guys were helping me with information about the spark plugs that have the coils attached. Anyway, now this morning, yesterday, he got up trying to do a wash, and he woke up and his wash machine was running. He didn't know what was running. It was the pump that pumps the water out was just running. Didn't know why, and the thing had failed. So we had to drive into town to get a new control board and everything. Only $200 for a new control board, so he could wash his clothes again. Over.
Oh no! If it's gonna rain, it pours.
Yeah, that's what he's going through right now. He's short of money. I've loaned him about $700. As soon as he gets paid, he's got a big couple of checks coming, and we'll get covered. But he didn't have any money to pay for his car tune-up. The car tune-up, the spark plugs alone are $400 over.
Oh man, they ripped you off so bad. It's so amazing, anymore. We took Deanna's car down to the Toyota dealership on Saturday to get the oil change. Nothing special, just an oil change. And boy, they wanted to sell her the moon.
How much did you have to pay to get out of there?
We only paid about $38, which wasn't terrible, but it was on a coupon. The coupon was for $14.95. Well, you got to pay extra for the oil and this and that, and filter this and that, and fill fluid this and that. It's like we used to do that shit for free. Come on. And, you know, they said, well, it's going to be $100. And she said, no, all I want is the oil change. So we got out for $38.
Now you got off cheap, I think, but I'm glad you got it. Glad she didn't fall for any of that stuff. All right, buddy. Take care. Thanks for being there tonight, sticking around, and even though it's hot out there in the shack, it's probably not too bad up there. What's your temperature outside right now? About 80?
Oh, no, we're at 69 degrees.
Oh, you've cooled way off then. Okay, no wonder you stayed out there. Not 69 here. It's about 80 in the shack here at the moment. All right, good night to you, K6BBG. Good night to you, Aaron. Thanks for the help and all the tests with the DMO5 stuff. K6MYC in Delta Mike 07, Delta Bravo, Bozo 47, closing the net here on 1296-100 on May 19, 2026.
Hey, Roger.
Yep, you got it. K6US, Delta Mike 06, Bravo Sierra. We'll catch you on 2 meters tomorrow night.
Okay, I'll just send this. I'll just have Matt send this sheet to Rob. You don't need it, do you?
No, I don't need it, and I'll get it when Rob sends it out to the group.
Okay. Very good. See you guys tomorrow. K6MYC clearing off.
Good night, Mike. K6US.
Good evening, Aaron. K6BBG.
Yeah, good night, Dave. I'm going to go for a walk, and it's 78 degrees down here, so it should be quite pleasant outside. All righty, shutting down the stream. K6US.